What's up, guys? This is Scantron 5K. Wanted to bring you a quick review, as quick as I can keep it, a review of my brand new Android double-din head unit that I have just recently installed in my 2009 Chevy Malibu. Here you can see it before I boot up, and just a quick word of advice. They are a little bit bigger than your standard double-din head unit. This dash kit around here requires modification, probably about a 1/4 inch overall. So you got to file it out. In my case, I cut it out from behind. Turned out looking really good. I'm really happy with it. But as we boot this up, just a couple things I wanted to mention is during boot up, again, you can program it to have the Chevy bow tie here, which I put on because I have a Chevy. When it's in boot up mode, you'll see it for about 30 seconds doing this. I'd like to note that when you put the car in reverse, you will see that the reverse camera overrides everything. So you don't have to wait for it to boot up fully to use the reverse cam. I did install this camera. No, it's not snowing out. It's a night camera, so it just looks like it's snowy, but there is no snow here in Florida. Now here we are on the home screen. So I guess a few things that I would like to, I guess a few key points here are, as you can see, this is showing that we are on Wi-Fi. It's showing the Wi-Fi symbol. We're not on Wi-Fi. Matter of fact, the head unit is on, the head unit's on Wi-Fi technically because I'm using my Galaxy S6 here as a mobile hotspot. You can see that I do have hotspot on, and it's showing Scantron 5K. That is the name of the hotspot that I use on my phone. So when you go into settings, we can go to menu, hit system settings. We can go in and see that we are connected to Scantron 5K. You can connect to your Wi-Fi at home if that's what you prefer to do. It is also worth noting that you can use your phone for calls, emails, texts, whatever you're doing while it is in tethering mode. So in case I talk on a Bluetooth headset while I drive, that does not interfere with this. So let's go back. Now we're here on the home screen, and I just wanted to show you guys that we are on Wi-Fi because I'm sitting here in a parking lot, and I wanted to show you how well this works. There is a micro SD slot here. I took a 32 gig micro SD card out of my old Galaxy S4, and I did put it in here. It's great. You can use this to, you can use it for the mass storage, but also if you have pictures, videos, music, whatever, you can use it on this head unit. For example, I downloaded an app called Quick Pick, and this shows you all sorts of pictures that I've taken in folders with my last phone. And I'm going to go ahead and back out of this because I don't know what it's going to pop up. But you get the picture, the videos and pictures are all in there. As far as the music on that SD card, you can get to that by downloading Rocket Player. It's quick, simple. I got probably 1,500 songs on this micro SD card. You can see artists, albums, got playlists. So you can just pick the artist you want to hear. I'll pick my own band just so I don't have any copyright infringement YouTube stuff to deal with. So we'll go in here. We'll pick whatever song we want to play. Here, first track. So I really actually enjoy the sound quality on this head unit. I think that it has a lot more to offer sound-wise and EQ-wise than the stock head unit did by far. Let's move on to the CD player. Here, I'll throw in some CD I got here. And it is a CD/DVD player, so you can sit here and watch movies, whatever. Obviously, don't want to do that while you're driving on the road, but if you got kids in the car and it's the only thing to get them to shut up, sure, play a movie. That's great. This is a CD, so we'll, as you can see, so you can skip tracks by picking the track you want to hear. Get to the EQ right here. EQ it any way you want. Let's see, we'll go back to the home screen here. You can continue to play music, by the way. Let's say we're playing music. You want to listen to music, go back to the home screen. Anything you want to do while you're listening, you can do that. So, that being said, let's go ahead and pause this, go back to the home screen. Now, another awesome part of this head unit that I love is the DVD player. Let's pop this out. I'll slide in a DVD for you guys to check out. The picture quality is great. The sound quality is great because anything you watch on this head unit is on surround sound in your entire car, obviously. So you get that sound quality, that surround effect. So as you can see, here we go. Here's a DVD starting. So before we get into the movie, I don't want any copyright infringement, so let's go ahead and eject that movie before it gets started. So as you can see, the DVD player works awesomely. Now, another awesome thing about this is an iPod, okay? So I'm an Android enthusiast. I would recommend this head unit to anybody. It's a cheap version that has way more features that's available to you compared to, you know, your $800 to $1,000 Kenwoods and your Clarions and all that. Now, if you still use an iPod, yes, I'm guilty. I have an older iPod. You can plug it in. I got it routed into my glove box. Here we go. Here's some music you can already hear, a little reggae. So you can sort through right here. You got your songs, you got albums, artists. If there's artwork in there, that artwork will be shown. Playlists. It's great. I mean, it also, here, I'll tilt this so you can see it. In my glove box, here's my iPod is in this bag right here, and it charges it while you play it. Another awesome feature. Here is a USB cable. This is for your 3G and 4G data dongles. So if you pay for a 3G dongle and you want this thing to just fire up all the time when you turn on your car and it's on the internet, plug a dongle in, you're good to go. If you make that monthly payment or whatever, that's up to you. I personally have an unlimited data plan on my AT&T phone, and I have hacked it to be able to turn on my Wi-Fi tethering because I think it's very cheap that AT&T tries to govern you on that. So if you have an Android, that's another beauty of that. So you can make your phone do what you want. Moving back to the home screen. Now, another great thing here. You're driving down the road, the kids are bugging you, or you're parked or you're waiting or whatever. Like I said, this thing being using the data from my phone wherever I'm at is great because let's say I want to watch something on Netflix. I'll wait for Netflix to queue up here and show you what Netflix looks like. Hopefully it'll boot up quickly. Sometimes it boots up, or sometimes, I'm sorry, it loads quicker than other times, depending on how well your data signal is. Here we go. Here's my account. And again, I am in a parking lot. I could be driving around, but I'm not. So we can go ahead and pick something to watch. Yeah, my daughter's really into this. Well, you can see she's been on it. Anyway, so here's Netflix. Let's play something. See what this is at. But it's great. You can, you know, kill some time watching whatever you want to watch. I have YouTube on this as well. So if you're bored, it's great to have. Now again, Netflix, not again, but Netflix here, it takes a minute to clear up once you start it. Usually when you want to fast forward to get to a part of a movie, you have to deal with it being, you know, a little fuzzy at first, but then it'll clear up. So anyway, let's go back home and get out of this. So there you have that. Now, the main reason I bought this head unit, and I think the main reason why most people will love to have a head unit like this, is for the streaming. No more CDs, as if anyone really uses those. Or, you know, keeping your phone. You don't have to do a Bluetooth sync, although there is a Bluetooth sync. If you push the phone button here, you can see that there is ways to connect your phone. I've done it. it's fine if you like that. I'd prefer to talk on a Bluetooth headset, but if you want to use the Bluetooth sync, you can. It allows you to listen to Spotify or play music or whatever, and you can skip those tracks back and forth by hitting the forward and back button on the screen. So it does allow you to control and skip tracks using the Bluetooth sync. I prefer to do it this way because that's the reason I bought this. Is I'm going to go back to the home menu. Let's say I want to listen to my Play Music. I have a Play Music account right now, so I'm going to milk that while I got it. Let's see, I'll just turn on something that I want to listen to. Right now I was listening to Rings of Saturn, so you can pull up the music that you have on your playlist, listen to it while you're driving down the road. I mean, anything you want. This stuff is, it's unlimited, it's all there, so whatever. I mean, if you're a Spotify listener, which I also am, you can bring up Spotify. I don't have the premium account right now, but again, having your phone tethered to this while you're driving will give you the sound quality you're looking for. I've found that tethering, using Bluetooth or plugging in an auxiliary cable and using your phone for the music and having it channel through your stereo that way, I find that the sound quality kind of sucks. The low end is really weak. This way, if I want to listen to music here on Spotify, I feel like the low end sounds really good. So obviously that's probably not coming over very well on a video here, but you get the point. So that is a great reason to have this head unit. It offers 1,000 other things than your $1,000 head units offer, and it's about $230 on eBay. I did the installation myself, as well as the reverse camera, the dash kit. I mean, you got to kind of know a little bit to put it in, but if you do, it's just as simple as putting any other head unit in. You do have to modify the dash. The last thing I'd like to touch on, which also works fantastically, is the navigation. You can just push the navigation button. Also worth noting that the navigation button can be programmed to open any navigation app you choose to use. I prefer to use Sigic. The reason being is it is an offline GPS navigation system. It does not need to use data. If you'd like it to, you can. For example, if you're using Google Maps and you have your phone tethered, you can use the Google Maps because they require small bits of data to be able to use that service. This is an offline GPS, meaning it just uses pre-downloaded maps and your GPS signal. For example, I downloaded the state of Florida. We're in Florida here. I'm going to go ahead and start to use this to navigate. I can look at my recent destinations, or I can just pick home. I want to drive there, and I'm going to go ahead and click navigate, and then I'm going to start driving. So let's take a look at how well this navigation works. I'm in a parking lot, so it's probably going to pick back up when I get back on the road here. So far, so good. I've had no complaints with the way any of the apps or functions of this head unit work. I think it's great. As you can see, we have navigation up and running. It does speak to you. It's turn-by-turn nav. It's kind of cool when you get into a more populated area like a city. The buildings are 3D, and you can see the buildings.
Turn left onto Woodfield Boulevard.
There you go. So there's your voice navigation right there, telling you which direction to go.
Turn left.
So I guess if you want to go anywhere out of state, you just download that state's map. It does cost money for a premium Sigic account, but it's like 25 bucks, and that's for life. So that is that. We actually are just about home now, so that pretty much wraps up everything on this Android doubled-in head unit. Oh, by the way, I do believe it's running the KitKat 4.1.1. I could be wrong, but you get the gist. The buttons on the radio as well, these buttons are all programmable to any color that you want. There's actually a color wheel, so if we go to the home menu, we can go into the app drawer, and there's a color wheel. So you can see right here, you can rotate this wheel, pick any color you want, and make the LED lights behind these buttons glow any color you wish. So, for example, here in my Malibu, it's almost like a light aqua greenish, bluish color. So I went ahead and made it match. I made it match the existing lights in my car. I guess one last thing, if you want to take a look, games. Kids, they love them. Hey, I love them too. Why not? You can sit in your car, play some games. Just give it a second to boot up here. And we can play some Temple Run. Pulling in my garage so I can probably play Temple Run a little safer. I'm not going to try and do it while I'm driving. So, for some reason, Temple Run, I don't know why, it takes like an extra like 30 seconds or so just to turn the game on. Other games usually just turn right on as soon as you, here we go. Well, the problem is we got some music playing, so what we can do is, just like any other Android phone, tap your window, kill Spotify, kill play music, kill my phone, kill the nav, whatever you want. And then we can go back into the game. Here we are in the game. And there we go. So there you have it. The Android doubled-in head unit. Totally worth buying. I recommend it highly. Go ahead and subscribe to my page if you can. Scantron5K. Thanks for watching.